All right, I believe it's live. Shalom, shalom to the elect. All right, the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. You sincere brothers, you sincere sisters out there. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel, the men, women, and children throughout the four corners of the earth. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh. That's the Most High Yahweh. All right, the Heavenly Father, the power of the nation of Israel, and Yahweh Shai, his son. Okay, the Savior of the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel today ignorantly being known as the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians. All right, we are in fact the biblical people. All right, of the Lord, of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, double honors, salutations, and shalom unto the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. All right, the true leaders that the Most High set up of the nation of Israel, that being the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Okay, that's been preaching His truth without taking breaks. All right, enduring unto the end. All right, being a perfect example for His younger brothers. And shalom and honors unto you brothers that's doing this work. All right, and following that same example and enduring unto the end. And once again, shalom and salutations unto the elect, the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Tazak, back again another week, man, to prophesy the downfall of America, okay, which is Babylon the Great, known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, all right, the land of Edom, all right, and Edom is the forefather, all right, the progenitor of the Edomites today, okay. The Edomites today call themselves Caucasians or white, okay, and the Lord is taking their whole establishment, taking their whole system down, and they're starting to rouse up. Okay, they're coming up against the men of the Lord, taking down our channels. Soon they're going to be physically persecuting the men of the Lord. Okay, and also the Israelites. All right, because what it say in Revelation 12:12. Well, let's start off with that. Okay, this is Revelation. Actually, let me get the hold up. Okay, let's see it. Once again, for some reason, when I start the video, the computer wants to go slow. Okay. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, all right, who's the devil? All right, the false accuser is Esau, man. Okay, the false accuser, the deceiver, is Esau. So the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath. All right, he's angry. Okay, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And these devils, they know their time is short. That's why now they're bugging out. They're shutting down pages. You know. And these devils, they know their time is short. Okay, they're shutting down brothers' channels. Okay, they've got the street shut down. Basically what they're doing is persecuting us, man. Okay, and then we're in the time of Jacob's trouble, but it's about to get a whole lot worse, because these devils are about to come down with their great wrath. They're about to use their blessing to fight for their queendom. Okay, this wicked system that they got set up. And guess what? Yahweh Shai is coming back to take it down. Okay, so everything that Esau is doing is all in vain, because guess what? Everything he's doing is all according to prophecy. All right. The elect is being sealed. This word has been preached throughout the four corners of the earth. And what it say in I think it's in Matthew 24, I think. All right, it says Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And who's done that? The men of the Lord. Okay, his servants, the prophets. Okay, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, all right, on down to the rest of the brothers in Great Millstone, and to the rest of the brothers that's following after that same example, man. All right. Preaching the truth in the 100% truth, okay, in its entirety. Babylon the Great is going down, which is America. Esau is going to be judged, all right, for all of his wickedness and atrocities, rape, robbery, and murder, all right, for all his crimes. He's going to be judged. He's going to be put into slavery under the Israelites. All the other heathen nations are going to be put into slavery under the Israelites. Um, Homosexuals, all right, are going to be judged by Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? Adulterers, liars, okay? 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to be put to death by Yahweh Shema Shai. 200 million missiles are going to be shot off throughout the earth here to America to obliterate this place, all right? This is all prophecy. These are all the words that the men of the Lord, all right, have been speaking, all right? These words, which are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, and now they're starting to come to pass. Okay, so these devils, they're getting nervous, they're getting angry, all right, because they're having their crimes read to them, all right, the charges read to them, all right, and then we're also telling them the verdict, man, all right, and Yahweh Shai is going to come back and carry out that verdict, all right, carry out that judgment, okay, but now these devils, they're mad, you know, they're angry, they're upset, okay, all this wickedness they did, you know. Now they want to shift the blame or point the finger or act like they're not going to be judged for the iniquities or for the iniquities of their forefathers. But you are going to be judged, Esau. All right, you are going to be judged whether you like it or not. All right, and there's there's nothing you can do about it, man. All right, there's nothing you can do about it. It says, and then shall the end come. So this word has been preached throughout all the world, just as the apostles and the elders have been saying. With this internet, man, okay, and it basically started back in 2007 with the YouTube, man, okay, when the apostles and the elders came on YouTube, you know, and I was on the other side of the world over there in Korea when I first saw the apostles videos, man, okay, so this word has been preached throughout all the earth, man, okay, and we're in the last days, all right, we're in the end times, okay. And we're fast approaching the destruction, which is going to be the end of this age and the beginning of the one that follows, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, real quick, let's get this. Isaiah 14 and 21. Man, that whole chapter really, you know, because yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start at verse 1. Let's start at verse 1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, right? Because the Lord loves Israel, okay? The Lord loves his people, all right? And it all goes back to the promise that was promised to Abraham, all right, which went down to Isaac, which Isaac was Abraham's son, and then which went down to Jacob, all right, whose name was later changed to Israel, Yasher Allah, all right? He is a prince of the power, saying we are the sons of the Most High. All right, that was the lineage. Okay, really like a combination lock. All right, you have the 3 numbers to open the lock. Okay, well, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the combination to open the lock. All right, not Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. All right, the lock will stay locked if you turn it to Esau. Okay, so it's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, or Israel. All right, and the Lord say he hates Esau. Okay, the Lord say he hates Esau, but he loves Jacob. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. And how's the Lord going to fully have mercy on Jacob? By first delivering his elect. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of Jacob. All right, and then the wicked of Jacob, the wicked of the nation of Israel. All right, the 2/3, they're going to be brought back through the loins of the elect. Okay, so that's how the Lord is going to have mercy on the whole nation of Israel, because all the Israelites are going to be in rulers, okay, in the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, and will yet choose Israel or Yasher Allah and set in their own land, right? And see, this is proof right here that them Israelis over there are not the true people of Yahweh Shema Shai, because they went into that land and they took it basically by force. You know, they took that land by force. Them Edomites over there, that's in the land that's perpetrating, I guess that's how you say it, perpetrating as if they're the true people of Yahweh Shema Shai when they're not. Okay. The Lord didn't set them in that land. The laws of Yahweh Shema Shai and the judgments of Yahweh Shema Shai are not going out from that land right now. No nation wants to cleave unto that, unto those people, because they're not the true people. Okay. They're not the true people. Isaiah chapter 2 has not been fulfilled yet. Okay. But it's going to be fulfilled when the Lord takes us up out of this captivity here in America. All right. Delivers his elect throughout the four corners of the earth, and then brings us into that land, sets us up in that land, just like it just said, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. All right. That's the Gentiles. Okay. The Israelite foreigners, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. All right. This ain't talking about them heathen nations. All right. Those that have the spirit of an Edomite, those that have a spirit of a Chinese, or I'm gonna call their worldly names today. All right. Caucasian, Chinese, Japanese, Arab, Islander, okay, African. Those people are not going to be joined unto the house of Jacob. All right. But those that have the spirit of Israelites, or the spirit of an Israelite that look like those other nations, that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, that look like those other nations, are going to be brought back into the fold, man. All right. Are going to cleave to the house of Jacob. That's what that's talking about. The Israelite foreigners spoken about in Isaiah 11. I'll get that real quick. Okay, Isaiah chapter 11, one of my favorite scriptures, or chapters, really. Okay, but I'm gonna get the key point just to hit that. This is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. That's talking about Yahweh Shai. And the spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and who's the poor? The Israelites. And reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. Once again, the Israelites, starting with the elect. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And that's what's happening right now, man. Okay. Hey, Yahweh Shai and the apostles, the disciples who later became the apostles, they did that back in the past, man. All right. All the prophets of old also did that back in the past. Real quick. Jeremiah 28 and 8, and this was a precept I kind of had on deck, and Jeremiah 28 and 8. It says, come on. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, which Yahweh Shai was a prophet, King Solomon was a prophet, which King Solomon was Yahweh Shai, all right, in the reincarnation. King David was a prophet, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Salakia, Zechariah, Malachi, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Baruch. All right. I'm trying to think of more, but they were all prophets, man. Okay. They were all prophets, and they prophesied. It would say the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries. Let's get that word too, against. Okay. And prophets or prophesied is to say before. Okay. But it says against. They didn't prophesy for, they prophesied against those wicked kingdoms, man. Okay. And that's what we're back doing today. We were the prophets of old, man. And we're back doing the same thing. All right. Strong's H1419. The word is God wall. Okay. God wall. I hope I'm that right. But it says I don't get the point. Okay, what word is that? Because it said great things, hardy things, greatness. Yeah, that's not against. Okay. Maybe I clicked the wrong word, or they got a combination of two words. I don't know. Let's see real quick. Oh yeah, that they got the word great there, and then they got the word rob. Let's see what this says, because it does say phrase, so they're not giving the word. Yeah. So you know what? Let's just Google against. All right. That's what we'll do. So against, all right. The definition is in opposition to, okay, in opposition to, opposed to, all right. And we're the true men of Yahweh Shema Shai are opposed to this wicked system. Okay. That's why soon Esau is going to be seeking out to murder the men of the Lord. Okay. To persecute and murder the men of the Lord. All right. For not accepting the system, for not accepting the mark of the beast. Okay. For the words that we're speaking, which are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, so they're going to be looking to, well, they're already persecuting us, but they're going to get physical here real soon, you know, because they losing. Edomites is losing, man. All right, and they know it. Really, they've lost. Okay, and now they're losing it. You know, now they're losing it. But guess what? Hey, Yahweh Shai is coming back to crack you upside the head. All right. Crack you upside the head and put you back in your place where you belong. All right. It says the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And all this is descriptive of Babylon the Great, which is America. All of it is descriptive of America today. Okay. But also all those kingdoms of old. All right. But this kingdom today, which is the revived Roman Empire, all right, this whole system that's set up by Esau, is a great kingdom of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, you see this whole COVID-19, which is just the beginning of pestilence. Okay, all this poisonous filth, all right, that they're pushing throughout the earth, all right, whether it be through their movies or their media or the poisonous filth they're putting in the food and in the water and in the atmosphere. Okay. So Esau, his kingdom is a kingdom of war and of evil and of pestilence, and we're prophesying against it. Okay. So these devils, they're prepared to persecute us physically here soon. But going back to Isaiah 11, you know, just to get that point. I'm gonna read it again, Isaiah 11:4. But the righteous shall he judge. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. Yep. So that, hey, just these words are spiritual power. You know, I was thinking about that yesterday or 2 days ago. These words are spiritual power, and it's cutting Esau. All right. What's that precept? You know, precepts are just coming. So if a precept pops in my mind, you know, I'm gonna try to get it, you know, while it's still fresh. The words of Yahweh Shema Shai. I can quote it, but I want to get it. Salakia. All right. Is that in Hebrews? Sharper than any two-edged sword. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh Shema Shai is quick, right? Meaning it's lively. Okay. Quick and powerful. That's right. Hey, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai are powerful. Okay. And quick, which it gives life unto the spiritually dead, man, which we were, us Israelites, all right, that woke up. At one point, we were spiritually dead, but the Lord opened up our mind, all right, our eyes and our ears to receive his words, man, okay? And it gave us that spiritual life, to where we woke up, okay, pursuant to Ezekiel 37, for the word of Yahweh Shema Shai is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, right? So these words of Yahweh Shema Shai, they cut, okay? They cut all the way to the, I was going to say it, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. So, hey, these words that which we're speaking, which are the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, they cut so deep that it cuts to the soul and to the spirit, man. Okay. And it's cutting these Edomites, it's cutting these heathens, it's cutting 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay. So therefore, they're going to seek to persecute, all right, the men of the Lord. All right. There's going to be a so-called insurrection, or I'll just say an insurrection against the men of the Lord, man. Okay. And guess what? That's a blessing. All right. That is a blessing. It says, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Yep. That's right. So let's go back. Isaiah 11 and 5. The righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid. This is going to be in the kingdom, and the calf of the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. Yep, this is going to be in the kingdom. All right, it's going to be when it's going to be peace. Okay, when the Lord brings peace upon the earth, you're not going to have the lions and the leopards, carnivores. Look, it's not going to be carnivorous animals, the animals eating each other anymore. You're going to have the lions laying with the lambs, so on and so forth, and the little children, which are going to be Israelite children, leading them, and the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together. Yep, they're going to be eating grass, the lion's going to be eating grass. What's going to say it? And the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the suckling child shall play on the on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den. Yep. And they shall hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain. Right. So you're gonna have children playing with all the animals, man. Okay, snakes. Okay, and not getting bit, not getting poisoned. Like I was just watching a video yesterday. This she looked like an Edomite. This Edomite girl. She went out and she was walking in the backyard and a snake bit her. I forget what kind of snake it was, but it bit her, and she felt that pain. She was sitting on sitting down on the ground or whatever she was sitting on, and she felt that pain. Well, that's not going to happen to us in the kingdom. Okay, now that's going to happen to these Edomites and these other nations, but for the Israelites, the animals are going to obey us, man. Okay, they're not going to hurt us. Okay. But it says, so that went into like what's coming, okay? What's coming, in the kingdom, and then it's going to go back. It says, verse 9, then shall they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. And in that day, here we go. And in that day, which we're in that day, okay, there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people, which is Yahweh Shai. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord, which we're fast approaching this, okay, and that root of Jesse, that shall stand for an ensign of the people. This is talking about Yahweh Shai, okay, and this truth, which is going to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, wake up the Gentiles, which at one point we were Gentiles, and the Lord opened up our minds to receive this truth, Verse 11, Isaiah 11 and 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, right? All the Israelites that's living in the other lands, man, that look like the other nations, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Okay, so yeah, the Lord's going to come back and deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth. Okay, the 144,000 is going to men, all right, are going to be delivered throughout the four corners of the earth. That remnant, that great multitude, is going to be delivered out of the four corners of the earth. But the 1/3 is going to be delivered from out of America. Okay, and then you're going to have 2/3 that's going to be put to death right here in America. All right, by that destruction, that coming destruction. Okay, so let's go back to Isaiah 14 and 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. See, so all these other nations, starting with Esau, these so-called Caucasians, they're going to be our slaves. All right. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. All right. See, we were the captives of these other nations. Right now, we're the captives of Esau. Okay. These so-called Caucasians. And they shall rule over their oppressors. And we're going to rule over our oppressors. All right. What's that movie? Trading Places. The phone had a chime. The phone had a chime on that. That movie Trading Places, with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. Well, that's what's going to take place. All right. Yahweh Shah is going to come back and he's going to set everything right side up. All right. And put his people on top and put the heathen, starting with Esau, on the bottom. All right. Of society. Okay. Put them into captivity. Okay. And set the Israelites up, set his people up over our oppressors. All right. Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, which that's going to come. All right. That's going to come when Yahweh Shai comes back and delivers his elect, and set up the kingdom of Yahweh by Shema Shai. And what comes to mind also, just reading this precept, which is another one of my favorite precepts. Okay. Prophetic precept. All right, come on, man. All right, this is Psalm. All right. Okay. Or the 126th Psalm. All right. Psalm 126:1. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion. All right, meaning when the Lord takes us up out of captivity. Okay. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Right. So it's gonna feel like a dream, like we just came out of a nightmare and now we're in a dream, in the kingdom. Okay. And after you say you had a nightmare the night before, but you go to some and I'm just throwing a little scenario out there, just imagine if you had a nightmare the night before you were supposed to go to, on vacation to a beautiful island, you're not going to remember, you're going to forget all about that nightmare. You're not going to be sitting there thinking about the nightmare, right? Because while you're on that beautiful island, it's going to feel like a dream, and that's how the kingdom of heaven is going to be. All right. When Yahweh Shai sets up the kingdom of heaven, all right, and it establishes his people, we're not going to be sitting there talking about or thinking about our time in America. Okay. Because we're going to have a beautiful time, man. We're literally going to be free, We're literally going to be ruling over the other nations, man. They're going to be in a state of hell while we're going to be in the state of heaven, right? Everything's going to flip. Like right now, we're in the state of hell and they're in the state of heaven. They're in their heaven, all right? Especially these Edomites. Well, guess what? They're going to be in hell and we're going to be in heaven, all right? That's what the parable of Lazarus and the rich man is about, all right? Basically, that movie Trading Places. All right, is that parable in a nutshell, So that's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, we're going to be like them that dream. Verse 2, then was their mouth filled with laughter. Yep. Hey, the Lord's going to wipe every tear from our eye, and we're going we're going to enjoy our days forever, man. Okay. In the kingdom of heaven. And our tongue with singing. We're going to be singing praises unto the Lord every day. Okay. Every second, every hour of the day, man. Okay. Then said they among the heathen, all right, these them other nations, they're going to be talking amongst themselves. The Lord have done great things for them. That's what they're going to be saying. They gonna really see what living is about. All right. They think these celebrities, they think the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and the Gettys and the, them top bankers, they think they doing something. Wait till they see us. All right. We're gonna be stunting on them heathens, man. Okay. We're gonna be showing them what living is all about. Verse 3. The Lord have done great things for us, whereof we are glad. And this is our prayer unto the Lord. Hey, it's 11:44 too. That's the spirit. This is our prayer unto the Lord. Turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. That's right, man. So, hey, we're sowing in tears right now. We're in the house of mourning right now. But guess what? Soon we're going to be in the house of mirth when Yahweh Shah returns and wipes all those tears from our eyes, man. Okay? And sets us up, establishes us in this earth, man. Okay? As the ruling class. Verse 6, he that goeth forth and weeping, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. Right. So that's what we're going to sow. Okay. That's what we're going to reap. We're sowing in tears, but we're going to reap in joy. Okay. Everlasting joy, everlasting peace. Okay. Everlasting rulership in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So going back, Isaiah 14 and 3. And it shall come to pass. Yeah, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear. Yep, because these Edomites, that's how they're ruling. They're ruling to have us remain in a state of fear. To where we bow down to them. And guess what? The men of the Lord ain't gonna bow down to you, Esau. The men of the Lord ain't gonna bow down to your system. Okay, the men of the Lord are going to continue to spiritually fight until the day that our Lord returns and destroys you, man. Okay. And from the hard bondage, which we're still in hard bondage, wherein thou was made to serve. Right. And we were made to serve in this hard bondage because of our disobedience. Going back to the curses, Deuteronomy 28, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how had the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Yep. And not only is the other heathens going to say this, but we're first and foremost, the Israelites are going to say this. Okay. In the kingdom. All right. In the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Hey, you Edomites, you're coming to, how can I say it? Your oppressing is ceasing, okay, and that's why now you're coming down with that great wrath, because you know that the time is short for your oppressing, all right, for you to continue in oppressing the Israelites, okay. You know the time is short for the golden city, which is America, to come to an end. You know that time is near, okay. You know that you don't have a long time to get your new world order established. You don't have a long time to get people chipped with their RFID chip. So now you're rushing, and when people rush to try to meet a deadline, they're in more state of stress, and they lash out, they cuss people out, they're very hostile. Well, that's Esau right now. Okay, that's Esau right now. That's these so-called Caucasians starting with them top banking families. Why? Because they know that what it's saying, Job. Okay, Scripture says it better. Job chapter 14, really it's verse 5. Okay, I always put verse 4 by accident, but it says Job 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Right, Esau, your days are numbered. That's what that's saying. Your days are numbered. The number of his months are with thee. Right. The Lord knows that set day, hour, second, minute, millisecond that Esau is going to go down, man. The Lord already got that day set, man. Okay, it's marked on the spiritual calendar. Okay, and you can feel it. These Edomites can feel it. All right. Continuing, thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. That's right. So just like in football or basketball, you got your lines. All right. There's a line that if you go out of it, all right, with the ball, okay, you're going to be penalized for it. Okay, you're going to be penalized for it, out of bounds. That's what they call it. Well, Esau, you can't go out of bounds. The Most High got a spiritual block to where you can't go out of bounds. Okay, there's the Lord, like I said, the Lord appointed your bounds, Esau. So once you call yourself crossing those bounds, okay, trying to cross those bounds, the Lord is going to destroy you. Okay, the Lord's going to take you down. So let's go back. Isaiah 14 and 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. That's right. Esau, your power is being broken. Okay. Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. Yep. Especially the Israelites. Okay. Especially the Israelites. He that ruled the nations in anger. Yep. Esau, you ruling the world with that sword. Okay. You ruling the world with that sword. Okay. You ruling the world in anger. All right. And it's persecuted and none hindereth. Okay. Yeah. Esau, you ruling the world with your blessing, which is the sword. Okay. And what's that saying? He that live by the sword shall die by the sword. You know, verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. Yep. In the kingdom, the whole earth is going to be at rest and quiet. You're not going to wake up and have to worry about no damn another war breaking out. All right. That's East. That's how Esau likes to live, man. Okay. Wake up and turn on the TV and see another war breaking out throughout the earth. Hey, the world, these other nations, they want peace. You know, they tired of living the ways of Esau. You know, they want peace. And guess what? The Lord is going to come back and bring peace and set up peace and establish peace through his people. All right, through the elect, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, but through his people, the Israelites, man. Okay, and guess what? Them heathen nations, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love us being in rulership over them. Okay, right now they hate Esau being in rulership. Okay, they don't really want to say nothing because they're benefiting too. Okay, but shoot, even in the kingdom, them heathen nations, they're gonna benefit, man, because they're gonna get their own plot of land. You know, what's that? Proverbs. Yeah, they're gonna get their own plot of land. Okay, and they ain't gonna have to worry about nobody coming and dropping a fat man and little boy on them. You know, whatever they call them. You know, doing a Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We're not gonna be doing that. You know. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's right. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. See, and that's what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. When the Israelites are set up on top, when we're put in authority, hey, the nations are going to rejoice, man. Okay. But right now, which goes to show you that the righteous are not ruling the world right now. The wicked is ruling the world, okay? Because the people are mourning. And this pursues to Job chapter 9, verse 24. Right? It says, all right. I can scroll down, but I know it's going to move. See, Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. See? So the wicked is in rulership. And that's even more proof that them Israelis over there, all right, they're not the true people of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay. They're imposters. All right, they're imposters. Okay. So all right. Just looking at some real quick. Okay. So it says verse 8, Job, Isaiah 14 and 8. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. Right. Hey, even nature is going to rejoice that Esau has been laid down, has been taken down. Okay, because Esau is destroying the whole earth, man, destroying the whole world. Verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for the to meet thee at thy coming. Yep. And hell is twofold. It's a state of living, okay, which Esau, you're going to be living in hell when you're in our kingdom, okay, and then also the grave, all right, because all these Edomites here on the soils of America are going to be put to death, okay, when that destruction comes, and then after that 1,000 years of slavery, all right, that Esau serves out, he's going to be rounded up and put into a big bonfire, man, okay, put into a great fire and totally obliterated off the face of the planet, man. Okay, it's not going to be any more Edomites. Okay, it's not going to be any more Edomites. All right, that was almost a slip of the tongue, Salakia, Yahweh Shema Shagar Shaitan. There's not going to be any more Edomites on the face of the planet. It says, it stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All that shall speak and say unto thee, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? All the other heathen nations, art thou become like unto us? Because, hey, these other nations, they look up to Esau, man, okay? But now they're witnessing the fall of Esau. They're witnessing the downfall of Esau, okay, these so-called Caucasians, starting with the top banking families. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Right. And Lucifer just means light bearer. Okay. So illuminated ones, basically, and they are illuminated on the left-hand side, the wicked side. They're illuminated in wickedness. All right. We're illuminated in righteousness, starting with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is Lucifer on the right-hand side. Okay. So the men of the Lord are the right-hand Illuminati. Okay. And these top banking families, them Edomites, all right, are the Illuminati on the left-hand side, the wicked. It says, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Yep. And they weaken the nations through immorality, through destruction, okay, warfare, okay, so on and so forth, man. Verse 13, for thou hast said, that democracy, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars. And you got these devils talking about, I think this coming week, that I guess it's Elon Musk with his space program. They're trying to send men up into space. I think it's this week they're talking about, so they're trying to ascend up into the heavens. Donald Trump is talking about they're trying to go back to the moon, which they never went to the moon, but they're trying to go to the moon and mine the moon. Okay. The Lord ain't going to let you get to the moon. The Lord ain't going to let you get to these other planets. Okay. And if it was so, you would have already been there. All right. There would be states and Edomite countries on these other planets, man. Okay. And notice, like, going back, for the most part, the only nations that really was really talking about going into space like that was Edomite nations, United States and Russia, mainly, but now more recently you got nations like China talking about they want to go into space, because China, the Moabites want to be just like Esau, okay, and the scriptures talk about that, how they're going to be judged for that too, but for the most part, it was them Edomite nations that was trying to ascend into the heavens, Russia and China. I mean, Russia and the U.S., and then Europe also is tied into that. But there's only so far the Lord will let them get, But this is what they say in their hearts: I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. See. So they're saying they're going to exalt themselves above Yahweh Shema Shai, and that's pride. Okay, and we know what the scriptures say about pride. Pride goeth before destruction. Okay, pride goeth before fall. They say, I will sit also upon the mounts of the congregation of the north. I'm sorry. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what them devils say. That's the mindset of them top elite banking families. And I can read this whole chapter here, Isaiah 47, I think it is. But this is a great chapter that ties in with Isaiah 14, you know. And it's proof that, hey, the Yahweh Shemal Shah is all about repetition, man. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get the point real quick. I may come back and read this chapter, okay? Because this is a beautiful, beautiful chapter about the downfall of Esau. Okay. Where is that? Yep. Isaiah, it says it twice in here, I think. But I'm gonna get this one, Isaiah 47 and 8. Okay. What the hell? Isaiah 47 and 8. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. Yep. Hey, is that not America? Okay. And you see America, these Americans during this whole COVID-19, you know, they're trying to go back to that state of pleasure, you know, that spirit of pleasure. Okay. Now, hey, we all know they're propping up the numbers with this coronavirus, you know, the COVID-19 and things of that nature, you know. But this is all a preview, you know. This is all a pretext of what's really, you know, the Lord's about to turn up the heat, you know. And you see how these people, you know, they're not taking things serious, you know, because they're walking in that state of pride, you know. They're walking in that state of great pride. These Edomites, all right, especially these American Edomites, but all these Edomites, they're the proudest people on the planet, you know. And as the Lord sends these judgments, they're going to be trying to fight them, you know. They're going to be trying to fight against these prophecies, fight against these judgments, man, you know. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right. And as these miseries come, you're still going to have people trying to walk in pleasure, you know, be given over to pleasure, you know, trying to dwell carelessly, you know. And that's the state, that's the spirit of these Edomites. And you're gonna have 2/3 of the nation of Israel that try to walk in that same spirit, you know. But as we just read, they're going to be in great miseries. All right. But going back, therefore now hear this, or therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures and dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am. Right. So that what they're saying is that they are the Most High, okay, and none else beside me. So they're saying that they're over the Most High, you know, they're above the Most High. That's what they're saying. I shall not, if them top banking families, let them tell it. It's them, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, then everybody else. Let them tell it, you know. And that's why the Lord's coming back to take you down, you know. The Lord's coming back to take you down. It says, I shall not sit as a widow. Yep. So they say that, hey, this land ain't never gonna be touched. They never gonna be touched. They're not going into slavery. Neither shall I know the loss of children. Right. What it's saying is that Nahum. See the micro in Nahum. Come on. Like it. Or is it? I think that's Psalms. I think that's in Psalms. Babu Kushah, bear with me real quick, Babu Kushah. Is it Psalm 64? It might be Psalm 64. Psalm 49. Psalm 49, 11. Yep. Psalm 49 and 11. Their inward thought is, all right, so this is what these Edomites think in their mind, that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They shall not know the loss of children. See, they call their lands after their own names, right? Everywhere they go, they change the name of the land, you know. And this comes to mind, okay? Malachi chapter 1, right? Them thinking that their house is going to continue forever when it's not. I'll spell that totally wrong. Malachi. Malachi. No, I was right the first time. So Malachi chapter 1. Okay, I'm gonna start at verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. Okay. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Right. You got Jake saying, man, the Lord don't love us because we're on the bottom of society. No, the Lord loves us. That's why he's whooping our butts, man. Okay. He's punishing us right now. Was not Esau, all right, which is the progenitor of the forefather of the Edomites today, was not Esau Jacob's brother? And Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, is the progenitor or the forefathers of the Israelites today. All right. Ignorantly, we're called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. All right. But we are the children of our forefather Jacob. Okay. Or our forefather Israel. His name was changed to Israel. So was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau. See, hey, is this not hate speech? Okay. Is this not the Lord speaking in hate? The Lord just said he hates Esau. Okay. Is this not prejudice or I should say racism? Okay. Because prejudice is all that is judging before, judging before you know the matter, or a person, reading a book by the cover, basically, but this is racism. Okay. Yet I love Jacob and I hated Esau. All right. The Lord say he hates Esau. That's hate speech. And laid his mountains and his heritage waits for the dragons of the wilderness. Right. So Esau, your house is not going to continue forever, and you are going to know the loss of children. Okay. And you're going to realize that you ain't no God. All right. You are not I am. All right. You are not I am. You're the basis of men. Okay. And the Lord's going to put you back in that base state. Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And that's how they think about everything. Okay. Even now, they're like World War III gonna be fought with I forget how Einstein said it, that retard, but he basically said World War IV gonna be fought with sticks and stones. There ain't gonna be no World War IV. Okay. That's all Esau, that's all he's about, is war. And guess what? That's what he was created to do. That's how his mind is to it was created by Yahweh Shema Shai to think, to work, to think about warfare, constant war, constant destruction, constant evils, constant wickedness, because he is the children of the wicked. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. So they're thinking, well, after this World War III, this third woe, well, we're going to return and we're going to rebuild and we're going to come back and we're going to be on top. We're going to rule. It's going to be the New World Order. All right. That's how they're thinking. And that's not the case. That's not going to happen. All right. Once this place is taken down, let's get it. Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So Ezra is basically asking the angel the same thing that the disciples asked Yahweh Shai in Matthew 24 and Luke 21, I think in Mark 13, when it's going to be the end of Esau's age and the beginning of it that followeth, which they knew is the kingdom of heaven, all right, where we're going to rule. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is which that was symbolic, and that's how Jacob got his name, supplanter, Yaiqua, which means supplanter. Okay, nomen omen. Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See, so when Esau's age ends, all right, when Esau's world ends, then Jacob, or the nation of Israel, is going to be the kingdom or the age that follows. All right. And that kingdom and age is going to be forever. Okay. Forever. All right. So Esau, you're not going to return and rebuild anything. All right. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. That's right. And what comes to mind too is this, Second Esdras chapter 16, because you got these Edomites that's trying to stock up and get bunkers and fight against the prophecies of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, fight against their judgment, you know, and you're not going to escape. You're not going to escape the prophecies of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, you're gonna have to taste of that cup, Esau. It's as simple as that. You're just gonna have to drink it. Like we drank it, you're gonna have to drink it. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 16, and I started 37, man. You know, this whole chapter, I can get the whole chapter, but let me get the points. 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, the plagues are nigh and are not slack. That's right. Hey, plagues popping up all over the place, man. Earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilences, okay? Wars and rumors of wars. Okay. I was gonna speak on it, but I may do a video on it. I'm just speak on it, but I may do a video on it, separate video for the week. But you got these locusts, okay? This plague of the locusts. They even say biblical plague of locusts. All right, biblical plague of locusts forces India to make pleas for help as billions descend. And guess what, man? Hey, this is a judgment sent from Yahweh Shemel Shai. And don't be surprised you wake up one day and they say, "Oh, that it's going to be a billion or a million locusts coming to the United States." Okay, because the Lord is going to send more and more plagues upon this place, man. Okay, and that's what people are going to say. "Oh, this is a plague of biblical proportions." They're going to acknowledge that it's Yahweh Shemel Shai that's at work, but they're still not going to what's the word I'm looking for? Dang. They're still going to continue in their wickedness. You know, they're still going to continue in their wickedness. Okay. World Bank approves record 500 million to battle locust swarms. Man, you can't throw money at judgment. Okay, you can't throw money at the judgments that's coming from Yahweh Shemel Shai. And I'm gonna roughly paraphrase it. What comes to mind, I think that's in Zephaniah. All right, they shall cast their silver and their gold into the streets. It's not going to deliver you. Okay, all that, the silver and the gold. Okay, everything you stole, it's all stolen anyway. All right, none of that's going to deliver you from the judgments. And I'm talking to all you heathens, but especially you, Esau. You know. All right, so let's continue. Verse 38, 2nd Ezra 16 and 38. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Yep. Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Right. She can't stop it, you know. And those pains, they just keep coming until that baby is born. Even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth? See, it says the earth. So these plagues are coming upon the whole earth. All right, the Oikamene. And the world shall mourn. And the world isn't mourning. Okay. Hey, the COVID-19 got the whole world mourning right now. Okay. And that's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. And sorrows, we're in the beginning of sorrows. That's the spirit. And sorrow shall come upon it on every side. That's right. North, south, east, and west. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils or bad times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Meaning, don't put your faith into anything. All right. It's okay to stock up, but don't put your faith into it. A flood can come through and wipe it out. An earthquake can collapse your whole house, you know, so on and so forth. You know, be ready to move on, basically. You know, Esau can kick in your door, take you off to a concentration camp. You know, then what? You know, they're gonna be in there enjoying the food. You know, enjoying your house. Okay, all this stuff is temporary. This is not our rest. You know, and this is what we're telling and warning the Israelites. Okay, that this ain't our rest. You know, our rest is in the kingdom. Verse 41, he that selleth, let him be that fleeth away. So you got a store, you know, you selling, you got eBay store or something, you got a brick and mortar store, which for the most part, they're all shut down. You know, they trying to reopen stuff up, but stuff is gonna get shut right back down. It's gonna be something else the Lord's gonna send upon this place. All right, this is 2020 as coined by Apostle Hart, the year of prophecy. And it's indeed the year of prophecy. Okay. So everything's going to be shut down here soon. Okay. Ain't going to be no talks of reopening. And he that buyeth as one that will lose. Yep. So everything we bought, we have to have it in our mind that we're going to lose all of it. Verse 42, he that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather grapes. Yep. All this is pretty self-explanatory. That's why I'm going to just keep reading. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain. And that's the point I want to get, okay? Because you got all these Edomites, all right? You got Jakes too, but I'm getting on these Edomites, all right? These so-called Caucasians, all right? This all ties into the precepts I was reading earlier, okay? In their mind, they think their house is going to continue forever, all right? The desolate places, they return to build the desolate places. Okay, all that laboring they're doing it's all vanity. It's all in vain. Okay, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin. Right, said the Lord. So the Lord is angry. All right, the Lord hates you Edomites, man. Okay, and the Lord is going to cast down everything that you build up. Okay, the Lord's going to cast it down. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, that's what I wanted to get that point to. Well, yeah, that was the point on that. But here, because you Edomites going to pay for what you did unto the Israelites. Okay. Yep, Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance. So the Lord said he was angry with us and given them into thy hand. The Lord was angry with us and he put us into the hands of you Edomites, man. Okay, you Edomites didn't just take us down. Okay, the Lord put us into your hand. Okay, for our wickedness, pursuant to the curses in Deuteronomy 28. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Yep. Y'all didn't show mercy to the ancients, all right, the older Israelites. You didn't show mercy to the suckling, all right, the baby, the children, okay, Israelites. And then on top of that, you went against you picked up the word, okay, and you went against every law, you went against every law, okay. For instance, where you knocked out a slave's tooth or teeth, or you maimed our eyes, or you chopped off our limbs, you're supposed to let us go. Okay, and then after a certain time, you're supposed to let us go. After 6 years, I think it is, and the 7th year we were supposed to be let go. But what? You didn't let us go, man. Okay, we're still in captivity to this day up under you Edomites, man. Okay, we're still in captivity. So you showed us no mercy, and the scriptures say no mercy shall be showed unto them that show no mercy, man. Okay, so you show no mercy, well, no mercy is going to be given unto you. All right. So let's go back to Isaiah 14 and 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Yep. And once again, you have the state of hell, okay, which is like my life is a living hell, and then you got the actual grave. Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, like looking at Esau, like, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? And that did shake kingdoms? This was him, this Edomite that's walking around grunting. Is walking around grunting right now. That's him that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. Yep, with their blessing, the sword that opened not the house of his prisoners. Still got Jake in prison. Be talking about having Jake in prison for 3 lifetimes, man, which is impossible, man. That's them showing no mercy. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in its own house. Yep. See, these other nations, they're gonna have their own plot of land, man. Okay, and they're gonna rejoice because Esau ain't gonna be flying over them dropping bombs, man. Verse 19. But thou art cast out of the grave of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. That's right, man. Let's get that word. Renowned. Okay, because right now, that's a precept. Yep, I gotta get that precept. Isaiah 5 and 20. But right now, these Edomites, all right, they're set up on a pedestal, all right, for their wickedness, for their evils. Oh man, look at that. It says from Strong's from Strong's H7121, this definition says to be called, to be named, to be called out, be chosen. You Edomites, you're not chosen. You're not going to be a part of the elect. Okay, that's a cut on all those that's trying to save an Edomite. All them jakes out there, man, trying to save Esau. Esau ain't trying to save you. Esau's trying to kill you, trying to murder you. It says be famous. Like right now, they're so-called famous, but in the kingdom, the Edomites ain't gonna be famous. Them other heathens, they're not gonna be famous. The famous ones are gonna be the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Pronounced, published, renowned. Let's get that word in the Google. Let's see what it got to say. Known or talked about by many people, famous, celebrated. Right. You Edomites not going to be celebrated. Eminent. Okay. A royalty. You're not going to be royal. Look, noble, notable, prestigious, well known, fable, legendary. Those titles are going to go to the men of the Lord, man. All right. The elect. Preeminent. You know how they say your eminence, my Lord. All right. Prestigious, fable. That's gonna be the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Yeah, antonyms. This is gonna be you, Esau. Unknown, obscure, unsung. Unsung. They're not gonna be singing praises or singing songs about you Edomites, okay, in the kingdom. Believe it. All right, let's go back. I'm about to bring it to a close here soon, This is let's go back. Isaiah 14 and 21. All right, this is OG scripture. Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children. And that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is preparing slaughter for the children, all right, for his children, okay, for Esau's children. Okay. Which, hey, this is all reincarnation, man. Because you Edomites, them Edomites that did all their wickedness in the past, they back here today, man. They back here today. All right. So prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, they were their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon, which Babylon is America. So America is going to be totally cut off. So the Lord's going to cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord, all right, of you Edomites. Okay. So your renownedness that you, if that's a word, your renownedness that you got on this side is going to be cut off, all right, by the destruction of or with the destruction of America. Okay. Verse 23, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts. So the Lord's going to overkill this place, man. Okay. The Lord's going to overkill this place. That's right. So, what was that? I wanted Isaiah 5 and 20 real quick. Okay. Isaiah 5 and 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. So like you that put light for dark, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, basically turning everything upside down. That's what you devils have done. Okay, and you praise wickedness and you demonize and persecute righteousness. Okay, so you devils got that to pay for it too. We're reading you your charges, man. Okay, we're reading you your charges and we're telling you the verdict. You're guilty as charged. And guess what? The judgment is going to be carried out by the Lord, man, by Yahweh, by Shemel Shai. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right, man. You give people you give the wicked a reward, and you give and you persecute the righteous, man. Okay, like for instance, this leads me to this. They got my channel shut down again. Okay, and so I'll probably just be on this channel from here on out. That channel is about to be I'll say that book is about to be closed. But these devils, they put another strike on my channel. The Fishing4Elect144. With the other one, okay, because that one I think it's got a space in between it, But come on, man, they put a strike in between it. I mean, they put a strike on it. I don't know why this computer is acting faulty right now. I'm trying to show this, but this is all according to prophecy. Okay, you devils are doing what you do, and you just doing what you're supposed to be doing, It's all prophecy, But yeah, they cited my channel again for hate speech. So I clicked on hate speech policy, which going back to what I was saying earlier, hey, Yahweh Shemel Shai, his words are hate speech, okay, against you devils, against the wicked. But it says hate speech is not allowed on YouTube. We remove content promoting violence, which hey, Esau, hey, it's many videos of soldiers, okay, United States soldiers up on YouTube, all right, killing kids, people, bills in school and stuff. Is that violence? No, I'm gonna keep going. It should unfreeze. Ethnicity, gender identity and expression, nationality, race, immigration status, religion, sex, gender, sexual orientation, victims of a major violent event and their kin, veteran status. But see, hey, Esau, you're a hypocrite, man. Okay, you're a hypocrite, and you're turning evil good and good evil. All right, because these words we're speaking are the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and these words are good. Okay, these words are good. All right, and guess what? Even though you take down videos from off of YouTube, you're not going to upset prophecy. You're not going to stop anything. Everything is going to continue to happen. Okay, judgment is going to continue to be carried out. All right, but yeah, man, Esau's messing with the computer, man. What's that? Let me see if I can pull it up on the on my phone. Salakia. All right, this is yeah. And everything that these devils are doing, because they be slowing down the computer. All right, they're listening. They be they shut down our channels. You see how they got the street shut down. I was reading an article the other day. They were talking about how talking loud spreads COVID-19. So these Edomites, they just pulling stuff out. They just pulling stuff out, man. Okay, and it's all to persecute and harass the men of the Lord. Because they know when we out there on the highways and the byways, we do what the scriptures say: cry loud, spare not. So now they're saying, "Oh, we're speaking loud, you're spreading COVID-19, and it travels in the air." But Yeah, you Edomites are done, man. You're done. Okay. Yeah, that's the video that they demonized. I put Edomites on edge, and I was speaking on a article that's on the internet that says white people have gone insane. Right. White people have gone insane. Okay. And they got the video up for 7 more days to where only I can watch it, I guess. But they took it down. They demonized my channel, basically. They shut my channel down. I can't upload on there for 14 days. And that's all these devils persecuting the men of the Lord, man. Okay, they've been doing it to start with the apostles and the elders and various other brothers, But it's okay. It's okay. Esau, this is it. This is it for you. Isaiah 10:6. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. And that's the point I wanted, the hypocritical nation, which is Esau. All right, these Edomites, they're a bunch of hypocrites, man. Okay, they can say things, all right, and it's okay. But once somebody brings out their wickedness, all right, and speaks against them, that's the spirit 144, but speaks against them, then it's a problem. All right, then we're demonized. But they're getting their dossiers ready. All right, they're getting ready to persecute the men of the Lord, and come up against us. And guess what? Like the scripture say, there's nothing you can do against the truth before the truth. And you devils, you're not going to say a prophecy. What's that I was about to get? Let's get this. Matthew chapter 5. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse I start at verse 10. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Right. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So Esau, you're persecuting us, and we're doing the right thing. Okay. We're doing righteousness. We're doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shai. You're persecuting us, which means you're not fighting against us. You're fighting against Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. Verse 11. And the Lord said he's not going to meet you as a man. Okay. Verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. And that's what devil means, false accuser. So soon they're going to be putting our faces up on TV saying that we're inciting sedition. I read that somewhere on I thought I had the dashboard pulled up, but they slowed down the computer. But yeah, on there somewhere it says sedition or something. I was inciting violent behavior, basically. I was inciting people to go out and commit violent acts. When I'm speaking the truth, man. I'm speaking the truth about you Edomites. I nowhere in that video did I say take up arms against Esau and against the American government. Nowhere in that video did I say that. But that's what they're gonna push in their news media. Okay, here soon when they prop us up on their media and they bring us before their judges and magistrates and governors. Okay, they're going to demonize us, and that's what the devil does. That's what the false accuser does. They're going to make us enemies of the state. And guess what? Hey, I'm reading now. The Lord said, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. Right. Especially to die as a martyr, man. Okay, to die as a witness for Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, that's dying honorably. Okay, and Lord willing, we're part of the elect. Hey, we're going to be risen up. All right, we're going to be the first ones risen up into those chariots, man. Okay, to enjoy and be ushered into the kingdom of heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Right, they persecuted the prophets before us. And what the prophets do before us? Jeremiah 28:8. Okay, they spoke against these wicked kingdoms, man. All right, now let me get this last precept. Okay, well, one of the last precepts I'm gonna get. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, because these devils, they coming with that chip. Okay, they coming with that chip too, but all the while they're gonna be carrying out persecution, with great wrath. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection against those that fear the Lord. Right. And insurrection is basically going against the government. And though the elect is the government, okay, the government that the Lord is going to set up, that 144,000. All right, that's going to be the government of men that the Lord sets up over the nations, man. All right, starting with the 12 tribes of Israel, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and judging the world. You know, let me get that word. Insurrection. Come on, man. Come on. All right, insurrection. Yeah, I'm watching World Star or another something else. Hey, the computer be high speed. You start watching, doing a video or reading some, reading a Bible or watching a video, a truth video. The computer slows down. That's the devil, man. It says an insurrection, a violent uprising against a violent uprising against an authority or government. And that's Esau, all right, the mountain of Esau, the government of Esau, fighting against the government of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, because they know they're going down. Rebellion, revolt, uprising, mutiny, revolution, insurgency, rising, rioting, riot, sedition, all right, civil disobedience, unrest, which all this is coming to America too, insurrection and sedition, all right. But Esau's top banking families are going to be doing this against the men of the Lord. Insurrection against the men of the Lord. Men of the Lord. I'll read it again. For there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be, Esau shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right, kicking us up out our houses, throwing us into concentration camps, into prison. Saying that we're traitors, we're treasonous to our nation when we're not. Okay, everything we're doing is for our nation, the nation of Israel. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That's with their martial law troops. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. Then it's going to be known who are the elect, the chosen of Yahweh Shema Shai, and they should be tried as the gold in the fire. Okay. And I kind of went to that word a little bit more, sedition. Okay, and I put in sedition, crime, and U.S. punishment. And because, like I said, I seen that word. Okay, they were saying I was inciting sedition through that video when I was. I'm gonna play a little bit of the video too. But it says sedition is a serious felony punishable by fines and up to 20 years in prison. And it refers to the act of inciting revolt or violence against a lawful authority with the goal of destroying or overthrowing it. And hey, them KKK members do this all day. I don't see them being arrested when they be out there on the streets with their guns and inciting sedition, okay, against the authority, against the government. They don't get locked up, They be out there with guns and stuff. We're not out there with guns. We're not telling people, Israelites, to pick up guns and go to gun ranges, record it, go out there and just shoot cops. We're not telling Jake that. If anything, this is what we're telling Jake. Here in Matthew chapter 5. Okay. We're telling Jake what the Lord said. Matthew 5 and I think it's 25. No. Dang, where is that? Let me see if I can. I know it's in Matthew 5, but I gotta find it. Okay. And yeah, I can quote it, but I want to get it, This is Matthew 5 and 25. Yeah, Matthew 5 and 25. Or is it Mark? Am I reading the wrong thing? Oh, that's Matthew 6. Matthew 6, Matthew 5. Like, what the heck? Matthew 5:25. It says, agree with thine adversary quickly. Right. And who's our adversary? Esau, man. Okay. The so-called Caucasians. Agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him. Least at any time the adversary delivered thee to the judge, and the judge delivered thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Right. So we don't tell Jake to go out and pick up arms or fight against the officers, or to fight against the establishment, because the Lord set up these Edomites, okay, and the Lord is going to take these Edomites down. Okay, all we have to do is patiently wait, for that to happen. But they're going to flip it and say we're inciting, sedition. Yep. But it was something else I was thinking about too. But yeah. This is what they're going to say. This is everything they're putting in their dossiers, and they're going to deem us enemies of the state, so to speak. It says the following provides an overview of the particular crime against the government with historical references. But that's why, going back earlier, that's why I call you devils. And the scriptures, Yahweh Shema Shai, call you hypocrites, man. All right. Hypocritical nation. Okay. And that's why the Lord's going to take you down. But all you're doing is fulfilling prophecy. All right. There's going to be a famine of the word. This internet is going to be shut off. YouTube is going to be shut off. All our channels are going to be taken off the internet soon. Okay. I've seen something earlier. They were talking about how they're taking down all the videos. They're taking down everything on the internet that's labeled conspiracy, basically. Conspiracy theories against what the government's saying about coronavirus, and just anything, pretty much concerning the truth. And this stuff ain't conspiracy theories, conspiracy facts. All right. The skirt has been lifted on you devils, man. All right. All your wickedness, and the world is waking up to who the devil is. All right. Start all you Edomites, but starting with you top banking elite families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, the Vanderbilts. And you can't handle it. You can't handle the truth. Isaiah 13:2. And then I'm going to end on Amos 8:11. It says, I'll start at verse 1. Isaiah 13:1. The burden of Babylon, okay, which Babylon is talking about America, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, all right, which mountain is talking about the governments, okay, and Esau is the high government right now, pursuant to Job 9:24, earth being given into the hand of the wicked. Exalt the voice unto them. That's what we do when we go out on the highways and the byways and we preach this truth. All right, speak the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and even on these videos, shake the hand. Okay, so we're reading you the charges. Okay, and you're getting nervous that they may go into the gates of the nobles. That's right. So this truth is going into the gates of the nobles, and that's why now they're deeming everything we're saying hate speech and sedition. We're inciting sedition and insurrection, and they call themselves trying to shut it all down. But guess what? Prophecy, Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water. All right, that's coming too. But this is what the Lord talking about. The famine that's coming into the land is but of hearing the words of the Lord. That's right. So there's going to be a famine of the word here real soon. That's why we're telling Jake, you better get it while you can, because they about to shut down his internet. Okay, pursuant to Amos 8:11, the famine of the word. Okay, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro and seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So that's the time we're coming into. All right, as we continue on through the time of Jacob's trouble, because this the beginning of the time of Jacob's trouble. We're coming into the hour of temptation, which is when Esau is going to usher in that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and make it the law of the land that you got to take it, okay, or be put to death. All right, we're coming into all these great prophecies, okay. So Jake, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, all right, Get it while you can get it. And only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to get it. And that's what we do these videos for. Only the elect of the nation of Israel is going to wake up. The wicked of the nation of Israel that's settled on their leaves, that's complacent, well, they're going to scoff at these videos. They're going to fan their hand at the reproof of Yahweh Shema Shai and turn their backs, only to receive a missile. But hey, man, with that, I pray this is edifying unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna be on this channel. All right. From now on. Okay. So subscribe. Subscribe. But yeah, to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, you sincere brothers, you sincere sisters out there. All right, I'm gonna say shalom. All right, to the men, women, and children of the hopeful elect, the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom. Shalom and honors unto you brothers that's pushing this truth. All right. In all faith. Okay. And enduring until the end, fighting for your crown. Shalom and salutations and double honors unto the apostles and the elders, the true leaders that the Most High set up of the nation of Israel, that being the apostles and the elders, great millstone, and all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem B'char Kwadash. All right. Esau is going down. All right. And it's a beautiful time we're living in. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.